Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Xtrillions, another episode of Pain. This is Leo the Generale speaking. Today we're going to go through this trade we took on USD ZAR on the 6th of September 2020. So that was our analysis, our original analysis, guys. And it is key that we always look left to be right. So what happened to the left? So to the left we can see that price is coming from the LOD, so we cannot go back down. So we're looking to crush that G spot that is sitting on top. We were actually looking for a move down, so a stop hunt low and rise. However, the market makers did not do that because there was too much money down there, and if they went down there they would have released it all. And this is what we were anticipating the market makers to do this morning. That we were anticipating them to make a false M pattern, or something that was going to trigger the retail traders to take this trade short, and then the market makers go up to the 800 EMA and crush it, because there's all the higher time frame people who trade it, and that they trade the M patterns as well. And always it is key that once you identify what you're looking for, it is key that you identify a past trade that you can compare it to what is currently happening right now. So the markets are a repetition. There is nothing new in the financial markets. It is the same shit day in and day out. It's a SSDD, same shit, different days. Sorry for the cursing, however, that is the way I explain it, and it's going to hopefully it helps you understand as well. So what did these guys do? Is very nice what it did. They did a M pattern just below, just above the HOD. So they went up the HOD and they formed like a little rejection, which convinced the traders that it was going to go down. So people were looking at that, oh look, that's an M from yesterday and today, oh that must go down. However, what they failed to do is to look left. Look what happened to the left to be right. And it is very nice how market makers during the stop hunt, they went down, they went up, and then they formed a little move downwards, which they got all the idiots that trade the M patterns and the market maker method. We trade the market maker method as well. However, we are understanding that we are evolving and we need to evolve with the market makers. Steve's videos are from 8-9 years ago, and you need to understand that it's not the same thing that is happening right now as 8 and 9 years ago. Market makers have evolved, they've become more intelligent. And look at this bar, it goes very close to the 13 EMA. Why did it go close to the 13 EMA? You need to think about that. Why did it go close to the EMA, 13 EMA, and then leave a spike? The 13 EMA, by the way, it is the red one. So it went very close there, and then he left a spike, and that is because retail traders, they place their stop loss at the EMA. So what the market makers did, in essence, it hit the stops, and then they continued to move up to the 800 EMA. So people will see this, especially the higher time frame traders, as the 800 above price, so is downtrend. They were looking only for sell opportunities, and that is where we got in at Xtrillions for our buy position, and we absolutely nailed it. It was absolutely easy to understand what these guys were about to do to the retail world, because once you do a ton of homework, a ton of research, a ton of jumping in the past and looking with your own eyes, it is key that you look with your own eyes what these guys do to people and how they repeat their moves day in and day out. So right now, when we enter trade, we always want the price to shift away from our entry point. We don't want to see price just chopping around. We always want to see price getting away from an entry point. That gives us the confirmation that we are in the right direction and in the right trade. If we don't see price getting away from our entry point anytime soon, we start to get worried, we start to get anxious, and we cut our losses. We don't hold and hope like idiots. We are smart, and we always adapt to the new market information. Just like this morning, original analysis was a stop hunt low and rise. However, we realized that the market makers were not going to make that, so we had to adapt to what they were about to do. The market makers can do whatever they want. They are in control, guys. The only thing that we are in control is of a balance, of a risk reward, and the way we manage our trades. However, we cannot control the markets. The markets do whatever they want. And once the price went up to the 800 EMA, we were seeing this as a stop hunt high and drop. That is where we took our profit right there. It was an easy trade, in and out within the first 30 minutes. It's not something that we hold for hours and days and weeks. We look to get into position and get straight out after a little bit. And if it doesn't move, we get out. We don't hold and hope. We are smarter than that. So I was saying that we were seeing the market makers, they went up to the 800 EMA. And what did this move do? So this move triggered a lot of contracts, a lot of higher time frame people. They trade the EMAs, and they think that the EMAs are the golden to trade in. However, you need to understand, guys, understand that the EMAs are made solely by the market makers, and they are used by the market makers to trap the retail traders. So since we know the EMAs are used by the market makers to trap the retail traders, we were expecting from here onwards a pattern to form around this price area. That was our analysis when they formed after, and when we were about to see the drop happen. And like I said before, it is key that we always adapt to the new market information. So the new market information was telling us that we could have a potential down move. So we waited for a pattern to form, and then we traded it, and we killed it to pieces. Personally, I entered too early into this trade, and I took a small loss because I didn't trade this trade correctly. I want to be fully transparent and fully honest about my trading. and it's something that I need to improve onwards. However, the other guys in the group, they absolutely killed it. Just look at this screenshot, and that is our profit getting hit. So guys, I really hope that you loved this video. Make sure you go leave a thumb up, go and leave a comment, feel free to message us, and make sure you trade with precision and do your homework. Do your homework.